Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today we're going to make vintage style flower clusters, but first let's have our shout out. To Joy, Daggy, Elizabeth, Sue, Cynthia, Debbie, Laura, April, Ricky, and MM. I appreciate each and every one of you. At the end of this video, I'm going to have pop up the, how they come up, click this or watch this next. I'll put how to make these vintage style flowers in that video. So you just click that, it'll take you to how to make these flowers just in case you missed it. So what I have here is I have some creamy colored cotton. I have frayed the edges. These are approximately 3.5 by 3. This one is 2 inches by 3.5 inches. So you can have different sizes as I have here. And what I want to do first is I'm going to bring in one of my favorite stamps that I have, and it's this stamp right here, and it is called Faded Text Background by Stamp Abilities. Yeah, and it looks like that. I do think it's still available. And I have my black stays on, and what I want to do is I want to just move these out of the way here just a little bit, bring this down. I want to add my ink to my stamp pad. No, I want to add my, stamp pad, that's what I meant. Oh dear, okay. And then I'm just going to stamp my fabric, shake it off. So it's not very strong. I think I need to purchase another stays on ink pad, and just like that. Oh yeah, that's much better. So I just have to really push down to get this inked up. Okay, I've got that taken care of. Move this out of the way, bring this down, and just stamp. So we're simply just stamping our fabric. Okay, there it is. All right, so one is just a little light, but it's okay. It's gonna all be all right, even if we don't have one that's really stamped. I'm looking for my wipe. I need to clean that up just a little bit. I didn't get too much on there. Oh, right. So the next thing that I want to do is I'm going to bring in some net. Now I have some white net with the white polka dots, and I have some black net with the black polka dots, and I think I would like to use maybe this color flower with this one, and the red one. Now I made quite a few of these clusters earlier, and I didn't use this black polka dotted net, but I thought, I think I'm going to use some, and I'm actually think I want to use it with the red, because the Sari Silk from Crimson Heart Studios on Etsy, this is just about the same color as that, and I think I need it to kind of break it up just a little bit. And then what is the other one that I'm looking at the colors I have here? How about maybe if we do the Dusty Rose? Okay, so let's do these three. So I think I'd like to use the black with, and then let's just use the white one with this Dusty Rose. Okay, so let's move the net out of the way. Now I also have some vintage lace here. It's just flat. Any type of flat lace will work, and I just want to cut a little piece. And they're not all the way across. I'm not making them go all the way across. I'm just cutting a little bit just to lay on top of the fabric. So let's remove all this that we have gotten on there. And let's just place a little bit of lace on here. It just adds a little bit of texture, and it's just all about layering a little bit. So I'm just adding a little bit of lace on there. Now I am using my hot glue because it's quick, it's easy, and it's really great for videos. So you can use your fabric tack or whatever glue that you like to use with your material. Then that's the one that you should use. I'm going to put that one going the other way. Let's put this one going up and down like this. There we go. Something like that. Now, let's bring in our net. And I think what I'd like to do is, I think I'd like to bunch it just a little bit. Not really pleat it, but more like bunching. So I think I'm going to add it right here. I'm just adding a little bit of glue, and I'm just going to bunch it on this. Just like that. Just bunch it on. And I'm going to turn it over to just smash it down. There. So it's just, it just even has just one little pleat in it. I thought I was going to have more, but it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect. So there's really no, structure. We're just giving it some layers, some texture, some movement onto our cluster. And then this darker one, once again, well, let's bunch it up going this way. Let's change it up just a little bit. Let's bunch it going that way. All right, so now we look like that. And so let's bring in our sari. So I'm just going to make some loops. And I'm sorry if glue on my fingers bothers anyone. It's really just what happens, right? And the sari, I'm just getting the strings off of it. Okay, so I'm just going to loop it a little bit. I'm not really worried about making a bow. I just want some loops. Maybe something like that. And I'm just going to trim it right there. And I just am going to add a little bit of hot glue in between my little pieces and then just smash it down. Now, when I made this before, I did not put another layer in between the vintage flower and the sari. But after I looked at it, I thought, it might have helped if I had done that. So let's just look to see what it looks like. So I'm just going to get another little piece of black net. Yeah, I think I need smaller amount of black net. So that's not even glued down yet, right? But I'm just going to cut it, and I'm not even cutting it straight. In fact, I don't want it straight. I want it to be cut, not randomly cut, random shape. Yeah, I think breaking it up really helps. So I'm going to go ahead and let's work on this one. So this one is this dusty rose color, and I think this pink will work out fine with that dusty color. And I'm just going to make a few loops here, and I'm not going to worry about making a bow. I'm just looping it. I'm adding the glue in between the pieces of sari, and I'm actually going to flip it over. So it's like this, right? Well, I don't want one streamer on this side and one on this side. I want them both on this side. So all I'm going to do is add a little bit of glue right here and then just flip it over, just like that. Just flip it over. I am going to trim it. That's a little long. I don't think it needs to be that long. So that goes on there like that. So with this dusty rose one, and we'll use the cream or the white colored net, let's go ahead and see about cutting a little bit of that. Once again, I'm not cutting it, so it's perfectly cut. In fact, not cut perfectly is better. And yeah, I think that looks good. I like this, adding this extra layer of net on here. I like it much better. Not that there's anything wrong with what I've already made, but after making them for a little while, Yeah, I really like this extra piece on here. So I'm going to move those over, and let's talk about this one now. I really like this color. I think I want this color, or I could use this really pretty brown. Okay, brown. Oh goodness, that looks like for a bee journal. That just screams bee journal to me. Alrighty, so back and forth with just looping it. We're not making a bow, we're just making some loops. Very simple. Just adding the glue in between the layers of sari that we have placed together here, pushing it together. Once again, I don't want this loop to be on the other side, so I'm simply going to add some glue here. I'm going to fold it right on over, and then that way they're both on the same side, and giving it a trim. All right, and then where's that other little, here's that other little piece that we have, that we had when we cut this one. Here it is right there. Now that's too big, and I don't care for that dark on there so much, so I'm going to make it smaller. Yeah, I'm going to make it even a little smaller than that. Okay, I've got so much glue on my fingers, guys. All right, so the next thing I want to do is, let's go ahead, let's fix this right here. Since I don't have enough to go around, I'm just simply going to fold it back underneath, just like that. Okay, so now they're both on the same side, like that. Let's add our little sari here. Let's just add some glue on the back, and let's just glue it right on. As you can see, I'm not putting it straight. I'm just at an angle here, and I think we'll put that one going the other way at this angle. And then let's look at this one, and I think I want it over here on this side like that. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you what that looks like. And then what we want to do is, not yet. I think we need to add this next, but not the step after that. So, because I really don't want all these corners, I'm going to try to trim that just a little bit. Yeah, let's just add our glue, and then just place our net right on top, just like that. So now it looks like this. Now I have over here in my dish, I have some light bulb pins, safety pins, and I have already put some beads and a dangle on there. And what I'd like to do is now add a label. These are Tracy Fox labels, and I put a small hole in them on one end. I think I'm just going to choose this one. I'm simply going to slip it on. So the beads go first, and then the label. And then I'm just going to pick it up, and I'm going to decide, where do I want this dangle to be? I think I want it to be here. So I'm just going to pin it on. And if I go through the back of this cluster, where we started with the piece of material, you can see I've gone through, then it is going to be secure on here. But yet we're going to have a really cute dangle. Now you know what? After looking at this, I don't like this string, this piece of this bow, the streamer of the bow, to be underneath there. I don't like it, so I'm going to see if I can move it over, and then I'm going to reattach this. Oh, that just bothered me. So I'm going to fix it now, because if I don't, it will always bother me. And I'm just going to, there we are. Yep, I like that much better. I don't know why, I just do. So we've got that one. Now let's go to this one, and we decided on this cream color, and so I'm just going to add my cream right here. Just lay it down just like that, press it on. Now let's see, which one of these do I want? I think this one. It has a dangle, and it has a little pink bead and some white beads on it, and I want to lay it or place it on here. But first let's pick this one. I just think this one looks good with this. It's just lighter It's just everything about it is lighter looking. The label itself, the style. So I'm going to add it right here, pushing it through. There we go, got it through. There we go. There. Now it's just like this. All right. So here's the brown. Let's get our little piece, and there's some stuff that I need to cut off. It's frayed. The sari silk is frayed, so let's just cut that off. Let's pull that down. My little puppy is woken up and is talking to me. So just a minute here. I'm going to say something to her. Hang on. All right, so now we've got our black net put on top. Do we want this little dangle or do I want this dangle? I like this rusty one better, I think. So do I want this one? No, this I'm not sure if I want this one or that one. Nope, I'm going to go with the darker one. And let's go ahead and push it all the way through so it goes through the cotton that's on the bottom. And then, there we go. And then let's just get that on there just like that. Oh goodness, that looks adorable. Now, let's go ahead and let's pop on our flowers. Now, I'm going to bring in a leaf. So I have some leaves that we've made and in our previous video when we made these flowers. And I think I want to, I think I want my leaf to go right here. A little bit of glue right here on the top. And then add some glue onto my flower and then just place it right here. Oh my goodness, I think that is absolutely adorable. I love that. Now, the dusty rose, let's put our leaf, maybe let's try our leaf going downwards. Maybe something like this, downwards. And then let's put our flower right here. And then let's have a look at it. Oh, I love that one too. So then we have our brown and gold one that I just think screams bee journal. And I'm just going to add the glue, putting it really at quite an angle there, and then popping my flower on. And that's how that one looks. I love these. I really love these. Now, oh, I throw them on the floor. Now, here's one. Now, look at the difference. This one was with the black net, and this one was with the white. So there's quite a difference. Oh, it's a little upside down, too. But I like them both. There's nothing wrong with it, but I really like this one. All right, so let's see. There's this one here and this one. This one doesn't have the net on top of the sari, and this one does. There's not much difference there. They're about the same. I dropped one on the floor and pick it up. Oh, it's a lavender one. We didn't make a lavender one together, but there's the lavender one. I think the lavender ones are my favorite. They look like violet flowers. I mean, seriously, they look just like a violet flower. Here is one. Here's the other one. That's the exact same color of flower with the black net and with the white net. And then these are the two that I made with just the white net. This is the yellow, this is the rust and the flower, the mustardy color. And then here is the red with the white net, and then here it is with the darker net. And I like them both just the same. This one doesn't have a leaf either, and this one does. So you can see the difference. You guys, I absolutely love this project, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel. And remember, if you want to know how to make these little flowers, the link is going to show up right now. So, see you next time. Bye-bye now.